Okay, hello everyone. How are you? How are you? It's good to see you. Hi, Cindy. Okay, I will be right back. So if anybody asks where I am, I've gone to get tea. I'll be right back, okay? Hello. 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 Hi, everybody. Yeah, birds are singing outside. They're so happy. Happy, happy. Okay. I got it together here. I think. I think. Maybe. Okay. Hello to everyone. Sorry, I had to go downstairs for a minute. Hi, Lori. Hi, Renee. Janice. Denise. Yeah, I had to get, I had to go down and get tea. Hi, Tori and Mina and Cheryl. Linda. Got the Lindas in the house. Hi, Barbara. Another Linda. Hello, Linda. We got Linda and Linda. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Mina. Did I say Mina already? I don't know. Sorry if I... Robin, Nanette. Hi, Darlene. Oh, your first time here? Good. Well, I'm glad you enjoy what I do. Hi, Joan. Hi, Becky and Violet. And I think I'm caught up for the moment. So yeah, I'm back in a flannel shirt. We went through super hot. The weather when Race was here was like this. He arrived when it was like 20 something Fahrenheit, which was really cold, below freezing. And then we went up to over 80. And then we dipped back down again. It's craziest weather. Crazy. Hi, Tam. I'm glad you're here, Becky. Thank you. Good to see everyone. Cats are stowed in the other room, so we're going to put the cat cam away. They are busy in the other room. Hopefully they're being quiet. And I am not organized or ready to stream, so there you go. there you go. This is left from last week. That's how much I've been in the studio lately. Not much. Hello, Noeet. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. So, yeah, I thought we might do some jelly plate printing today, but I haven't got myself organized. So if you guys want to hang on and wait for me, I'll get stuff out. How's that sound? I hope it sounds okay. If it doesn't, I'm really sorry. And I haven't done any jelly plate printing in a really long time. So I am rusty. I was going to say I could be rusty. No, I am rusty. Anyway. So it could be a complete disaster. But that's the way it is sometimes. So anyway, last week, Race was home for a week. And we were super busy here getting some things done, which he was really super wonderful to get done. Hi, Marion. There's Clausman in the house. So Race did some projects around here, added some handrails that really have been super helpful. And because we live in a house that is, it's a tri-level, but there's 2 sets of stairs. So, not to bore you. Anyway, the 2 sets of stairs had only one handrail. We needed a second handrail. So, Race did that and did a beautiful job. Took him, I think, 3 days to do that. It was great. Anyway, it was wonderful to have him here. Super wonderful. Of course, if you have family members that live far away and you've navigated through this pandemic thing we've all been living through, you know what it's like when your family is far away and there's this global crazy going on. Anyway, hi Gail. Hi Michelle. It does make a big difference. It really makes a big difference when you have handrail on each side to hold on to going up and down stairs. It's a big help. So we did that, and then this over the weekend, our granddaughter, whom we hadn't seen in a year and a half, was able to come home, and so we got to spend some time with her. And she's an occupational therapist, and so she had some really good positive suggestions for adaptations around the house, just in general adaptations. And so that was really good to have her come in with just different eyes. Sometimes it's just good to have different eyes see things. So that was good. So there you go. Yeah, Marion understands. It's hard. Yeah. Debbie just swapped 50 pages of painty papers, so now she's ready to dig out her jelly plate again. Good for you. Yep, exactly, Cheryl. Yeah. Yeah, it was great. Sorry about the throat. We have so much tree pollen. All the trees are blooming right now, and there is so much crap in the air. It is just like going wild. But anyway, so there may be a lot of throat clearing, hence the tea. And if I have to, I'll go get more. Because when you talk all the time, for a couple of hours, some people can do it. There are some people that stream for, 8 hours, 10 hours, whatever. I'm like, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how your throat holds up. I couldn't do that for anything. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, Debbie, it really was. Hi, Ann. Yeah, Hudson Sailor. I'm not sure I recognize your name, but welcome. Hi, Shu. Been thinking about you. Yeah, our house is not single story. Hi, Dana. So, makes a big difference. Makes a big difference. Anyway, we're doing okay. So last week we did scrap paper stuff, right? Hi, Beth. Good to see you. I love your art on, you lurk a lot? Okay. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. On Instagram, Beth does some really, she does some of the greatest. She does lots of art journaling, and she has some of the greatest quotes. Some of them just crack me up, I have to say. So anyway, this, I've shown you, we did this together. We get my remotes straight so I get the right one. Race must have been here changing things around. I'm going to blame it on him. Anyway, my pleasure, Shu. I'll be so glad when things are calm in your country. I will. We'll all feel better, won't we? Yeah. Anyway, so I showed you this before. We did this on stream. Made the cover on stream. These are from Aunt Beck's Creations. She sent me these mandalas that she had done, and she printed them on sticker paper using her inkjet printer. And then I embellished them a little bit on the, helpful if you could see what I'm talking about, wouldn't it? I'm just talking to myself and showing things to the camera. You can't see a thing. Anyway, we did this on stream. This was just a bunch of deli paper that I put on here. These were from Aunt Beck's Creation. She sent me a little happy mail. I hear you, Beth. She says her art journal is all snark and laughter. Yes, and I laugh at it. I do. When I get a chance to look at Instagram, your images make me laugh a lot. You are prolific, Beth. I have to say that. You are prolific. So anyway, we did this. We put this is all kind of patchwork bits of deli paper leftovers. These were from Aunt Beck, and I just did a little bit of embellishment around the outside edge just because. And then she sent me a bunch of her relatives that she calls safari relatives, and so I put one in here, and I put another one over here. And I think I added another one recently, this one, and put a butterfly on his head. Guess it was funny. Anyway, the butterflies that we did, or the paper that we did last week, was all scrap papers put on fusible web and then stitched, and then I just die cut as many butterflies as I could get because that's what I got my hands on. Were these butterfly dies. All of these are Tim Holtz dies of some form or fashion. These little gizmos down here at the bottom probably will get cut off because they're not too stable. See those little things, whatever those are, the little parts of the wings? Yeah, those will probably go away, but anyway. So I glued a couple of them in here in my journal. I'll probably embellish them a little bit more. But it's always good to have, I like having things like that in my journal. And all of my journals always have crap stuck in them. Little packets of this and that and scraps. And, you know, if I have things that I want to keep track of, I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a minute. I just put these in a baggie like this. And then I just stick them in my book like this. That's what I have back here, is just stuff. But if I have things that I want to keep track of, for example, like this. This was from something that I ordered, and so I just tip it in until I have them, you know, glued in. Sometimes they're just stuck in my journal. Like this is from Jet Pens, so I'll just stick that in there and add it when I have time. So there you go. And this is a sticker from some big old sticker pack that I had. If you think my hands are full, you should see my heart. Anyway, so I just thought I would show you how I use stuff like that. I like having things like those stickers and stuff I've made and bits and pieces of things like that, because then I have it ready to put in my journal. So, hello, Laura. Laura, I sent you an email. I don't know whether you got it, because I don't know whether I sent it to the exact right address. Anyway, yesterday Laura was talking about one of the Fibs friends in the box named Deb, who had been in a very serious car accident situation. And so she was making a journal for her, and I wanted to send something to her. Oh, you got it. Okay. All right. Then I need to check my email and make sure that I got it. Thank you. I wasn't sure that I got exactly the way that the address was written. Anyway, those of you who are inclined to send good energy, thoughts, prayers, everything good, send it to Deb. You would see her in the chat as Bisup, B-I-S-U-P, and I don't know the rest of it. Anyway, her son, as I understand it, contacted Dee Dee Willingham, and then it went from there. And then Laura got in touch with her son and got permission to, talk a little bit about it and so forth. So anyway, she was very, very seriously injured. And so, yeah. Her name is Deb. So if you just remember Deb, send her some good thoughts, prayers, energy, whatever it is that you do. Positive healing energy, whatever it is that you do, send it to Deb. And again, you might have seen her in the chat as Bisup, B-I-S-U-P. Thank you, Laura. That's great. So anyway, that's that. All right. Anybody got questions for me? I'm glad you're all here. Thank you so much for coming. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Barb Owen. I look like the wreck of the Hespers because I'm going to jelly plate print. So if I get paint on this, I don't care. Yeah, Barb Owen, HowToGetCreative.com. Anyway, and you're here for Drama Free Friday. And it is a drama-free zone, so there's some things we don't discuss here. One is religion, the other one is politics, and anything else that might be a little inflammatory, we just leave it outside. So this is just a place where you can come and just hang out and hopefully just escape for a little while, right? Just escape for a little while. So if you have any questions or anything, put them, or you want me to read something or see what you're saying in chat, put it in all caps. That makes it easier for me to see it, although I'm not always so good at seeing it. I will try. Okay. So yesterday I went out on our deck, and on our deck were all these lovely little things from our oak tree. And I looked at them and I thought, I think those would be kind of fun to play with on the jelly plate. So I picked up a bunch of them. They're in various stages of green and dry. So some of them are a little flexible. Some of them are pretty fragile. They're pretty crumbly, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. So I picked up a bunch of them. We'll see how they go. Chance and Charlie are locked away back here because this morning, as I came upstairs and got in the studio, first time I'd been here in a while, somebody had Ann Laura will understand, somebody had the proverbial pukes. Yeah. So, public service announcement. If you have carpet in your house, and you have a pukey animal or any other sorts of messes that wind up on carpet, I can vouch for the Spot Bot by Bissell. It has just saved my sanity so many times. I do now in the studio up here, which is, to be honest, the carpet needs to be cleaned. It's a light colored carpet. It really needs to be cleaned. You can tell that when you clean the spots with the Spot Bot, because now I have 6-inch or 7-inch diameter spots that are clean. And I've said this many times. This carpet has been cleaned in here several times over, but only 6 or 7 inches at a time. Anyway. Anyhoot. There you go. Yeah, bless his heart. Bless his heart. Just checking the chat. Hello, Joyce. Hello, ACG. I'm not sure what your name... Oh, Allie. Allie from Istanbul. I should probably know that. Welcome, Allie. You're in New York now. Good for you. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. Hi, Christine. Yeah, we don't have wood floors. Oh, yeah, they always go. Yeah, if you got wood floors, they're going to always, it's an unwritten rule. It's a cat thing. They're going to go to the rug. And they're never going to puke where it's like easy to clean up. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. And my table where they are is a cutting table. It's my sewing cutting table, which always gets piled up with projects and stuff. And invariably somebody will do it up there. And I'm like, so I have learned to elevate all my stuff, put plastic, it's like, never mind. You guys don't want to know that. You do not want to know that. Yeah. Oh, Allie. Oh, I'm so glad. That warms my heart. I'm really glad that I could help you in some way. Really glad. So, keep doing your art. Art and creativity are healing. They really are. So, to you, Allie. I've got to get under here to get a brayer. I'll be right back. Because it's under the table. Okay. Yep. Under the table. You can tell how old someone is by where they put things and how much space they live in. When Race was helping set all this up, he had Clausman make shelves that went under the table, which are great. It gives more storage. And if you're in a space that doesn't have a lot of storage, it's great. But man, getting to the stuff that's under there on those shelves, oh. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Michelle says her cats steal her painting sponges and anything else they can throw off the table. For real? Hi, Kui. K-I-U. Is that Kui? I don't know. Oh, good for you, Becky. That's good. That's great. Okay, so I'm just going to let you look at stuff here while I try to get ready. I'm telling you, I have not done this in a long time. So I have a couple of jelly plates out. This is the 8x10. So it's the main one we're going to work on. And these are from Jelly Arts Company. There are two main companies out there that do jelly plates. One is the Jelly Arts Company. I believe they were the original creator of jelly plates. And then there's also Gel Press. So these are the Jelly Arts brand. This is a piece of plexiglass that's edged in duct tape, because the edges tend to be sharp. Okay, so that's what we have here. We have an 8 by 10, and then I have a round 8-inch plate. I forgot to bring my plexiglass over for that, so I'm going to go get that. Hello, Sherry. You have 5 cats, Allie. Wow. Hey, Janet. You're outside? Are you doing something fun outside? I hope you're doing something fun. People, I'm going to tell you right now, I have no idea how this is going to go. I have not had these jelly plates out for quite a while. So I'm going to go get my plexiglass to put under this one. So I'll be right back. I don't think this is the right one, but it's as good as I have. It just barely fits. Do you see that? Barely fits, but anyway, it gives me a way to move the jelly plate around. And I'm also going to put a craft mat in the mix, just so I can kind of contain the mess. So you're probably gonna see more of my desk than you usually do, just so you can see, right? Just so you can see. So if there's too much, that's the way it is. Four kitties from Istanbul to New York. Wow. Good for you, Janet. She's planting fun stuff. Good for you. Okay. So what I have is just white. This is white copy paper. I was going to pull out some other stuff, but time got away from me, so we're just going to work with what was on the desk. That's what we're going to do. Now I suppose I need some paint, huh? So I have some Liquitex Basics small tubes that I'd like to use up, so I may use some of these. I don't know. And I have a bunch of tube paints of various brands, acrylic tube paints, that I would also like to use, so we'll get those out as well, just as soon as I can figure out where to put stuff. I am a bit disheveled and disorganized today. We had to go to a doctor's appointment yesterday, and we did that. And then my policy is, and I started this back with my parents, that when you have to do something that's not a lot of fun, then you got to do something that is fun. So after we got done with that and we came home, then we had lunch, and for whatever reason, I was just wiped out. The baseball game was on. Cardinals baseball game. And so I slept for a while, which was great. And so we had lunch, we slept, I slept for a while, and then we went to Starbucks, and they had a table outside. It's the first time we've been seated someplace like that. Outside, and we had something to drink, and we had some madeleines, which are little, kind of a cross between a cookie and a cake. Delish. And then we came home, and I made tea, and we sat on the deck and had tea, and it was just lovely. So you may hear the birds. I have the windows all open, so you may hear the birds chirping and chattering and talking. We put out bird feeders, or filled the bird feeder that was out there the other day. Ray repaired all the wind chimes that we had. We had 2 out here just outside the studio and 1 on the front deck, or the front porch. And so he, you know how they, every once in a while, I look like I have multiple arms, don't I? Anyway, every once in a while, the cords and things that hold the wind chimes together give way. They get crapped, you know, they dry out, wear out, whatever. And and then they drop the chimes. And then when it really doesn't work is when the little thing that catches the wind, the center thing, when that falls off, then the wind chimes are toast. Anyway, so Race, while he was home, repaired all the wind chimes, got everybody working again. So we could hear the wind chimes in the wind, in the breeze. And we got the bird bath turned over, the bath part of the bird bath, got it turned over and filled with water. So you can sit on the deck and see some things. So that's nice. So we did that yesterday. So that's how I spent my time instead of getting ready for today. There you go. I know, Janet, right? You get it. Yeah, getting back to normal so slowly. Hi, Candy. Hi, Josie. So, anyway, there you go. All right. Now, let's see what we can do here, shall we? All right. So, as I said, I have these little... We used to, when I was a kid, we used to put these in our mouths, which is probably just the grossest thing in the whole world. But we used to put these in our mouth, and you could put them in just a certain way, and you could blow, and you could just make these horrible noises with your mouth. I know. Weird, huh? All right, let's just start with some color and just, I don't know, let's just see what happens, shall we? Let's just see what happens. Most of the time I use craft paint rather than tube paint for the jelly plate. Because it's more liquid. All right, are you dried up? Well, you're just dry as can be. Are you dry the whole way through? Let's find out. I think this one is toast. I wonder if I have another. That's a color I really like too. See, that's why you should use your stuff. Oh, I think that was the good tube. Here's the not good one. I may have to drag out a craft paint after all. Yeah, because that one's... Well, it's good to find out what I don't have and what I need to get. All right, we'll use this instead. I was going to just use tube paints, but apparently not. Apparently I'm going to have to use some craft paints too. See, it's just more liquidy. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, you're going to have to go away. Yeah, you're going to have to go away. Good thing I have another brayer. Ugh, that's terrible. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the paint off of it, and then it's going away. Because I am not putting up with that. No, that'll get on my last nerve. It already is on my last nerve. What am I talking about? Just getting the excess paint off because I was too lazy to roll it off on a piece of paper. There you go. Told you I was out of practice. Okay. So I'm just gonna just get some color. I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just trying to get warmed up. Hi, Ellie. It was a bad sound. I don't know what it was. You need Race to come to your house. I understand. So we're just going to play with these and just, you know. I bought the perfect positioner for the jelly plate. I have looked at it. I have not done anything with it. I keep thinking, well, we should do that. And I read the instructions, and I read the instructions about it, and look at all that cool little texture on there. Where the paint beat it up. That's really nice. I like that. And it just honestly was beyond my ability at the moment. Okay, here's the other one. Good enough. Okay, let's do some more. I'm just going to do some backgrounds here for a little bit, just to kind of get my feet under me and see what tubes of paint are working and what tubes of paint are not. I have a feeling that all of my favorite colors are probably all jacked up. Because I have not used them in so long. Yeah. Alright. That's gonna need some help. So we're gonna good to find out what you got to replace. All right, I have some glazing medium, Americana glazing medium, so I'm going to use that to kind of try to thin this out a little bit. This particular glazing medium works fine, but it sure does stink. So let's see if we can get that to... Yeah, that paint is... That paint's toast as well, so we're going to have to replace some tubes of paint, man. Look, it is just... I don't know that you can see. That is a mess right there. That's all right. You gotta try. You gotta use your stuff, man. You gotta use your stuff. If you don't use your stuff, this is what happens to it. You forget how much room it takes on your table to do jelly plate printing. Looks like it could be all right. Ugh. It's sort of all right. We're gonna have to do a little scrapage on this one. Where the paint was full of glops. Yeah, that tube of paint is toast as well. So we'll toss that right out of the mix. Okay, let's get a print on this one. Maybe we'll just work right over the top of this. All I'm after is just some background, just a first layer, just to get something on here. Good enough? Okay. Let's see. Alright, this is a tube of golden teal. I don't know if it's any good. Shall we find out? Well, it's better than the other one. Well, I tell you, that bird is happy out there. Can you hear that bird talking? Let's put a little bit of this with it. Because we can. Let the glops dry and sand them. I could. I could, that's true. I probably won't, but it is an idea. Totally a worthwhile idea. Yeah, that's not working. I'm going to end up going back to craft paint. I just like the way the craft paint works on the plates better. Normally I clean the brayer off in my big journal, or it's a big pad of mixed media paper from Canson, but I just honestly didn't feel like setting that up because I love the brayer papers from these. I love them so much. I use them for so many things. Your birds are really happy, Ellie, and this doesn't make you smile when you hear them be so happy. Now that is a cool print. Accidental, mind you, could never repeat it, but that's a cool print. That's a very cool print. I like that one a lot. I do. I'll put that one over there. That's a really good one. I like that. I'm just going to take this one that's got stuff brayered on it, and we'll just add a layer to that. Alright, so we got some stuff going. Basically what I'm intending to do is to put the paint on the big plate so I get the bigger pieces of paper, and I'm just using this small one, the round one, to put the excess paint from this. When I get too much, I have a place for it to go. So that's what I'm doing. That's the method behind my madness. Yes. Let's see if this one's got any decent paint in it. This is Basics Light Blue Permanent. I don't know why I'm going for blues and greens. I have no explanation for that whatsoever. And so many, I need to replenish supplies very much. But as we all know, paints are in short supply here, probably everywhere else as well. So you kind of are in a position of get what you get and don't complain about it. That's a little too much paint. So that's why I'm using the second plate over there, so I have a place to park the extra paint. Okay, let's see what we got. See if we got something. Again, I'm just going for first layers on these just to get something on here, just to get my hand back in the printing motion. Hi, Judy. Yeah, this is the first time I've had the plates out in over a year. Yeah, I need to do some fabric. I need to do a bunch of papers. So I thought today might be a good day to do that. So there's that one. It actually was this way. I don't know which way it was. Doesn't matter. It does not matter, Barb. And here's this one. Again, just having a little bit of texture on them. All right, let's do some more. Let's go for... I'm trying to find colors that I like. So far, I haven't done that. Let's try pink and yellow. That should give us some orangey tones, don't you think? Depends on how these acrylics mix together. You like that one? This one? It turned out really nice. Yeah, that turned out well. This is my favorite so far. I'm going to have a hard time putting anything over the top of this one, because I like this one. I like this one just the way it came out. But it's not repeatable, is it? No. Alright, let's see what we get here. See what we get. What is it Tim Holtz says? You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. Wise words. Especially when it comes to jelly plate printing or paste papers. Those are very wise words. Get what you get, and don't throw a fit. Now, if I had the placement tool, well, we'll just move it over. If I had the placement tool up and running, I could do these in the same place over and over on top of each other, but the placement tool is even in a different part of my house. It's not even up here. We can't even use it if I wanted to. You think this one's going to be dynamite? Okay. You get what you said. You get what you get, and don't get upset. Yep. Tim Holtz says you don't throw a fit. I think that's good. All right, let's see if we get this to pull up. Now I like that a lot. Those kinds of prints right there, I like how they play together, you know, and the mix of things in the middle. I like that one. All right, let's see what this one does. Yeah, I like this one too. You get the bits and stuff left over on the plate, these bits of turquoise and teal and stuff that was left from what was on the plate. You can't, some people do plan their jelly prints. Yeah, I'm not one of those people, just saying. One of those people. Let's do some more of that, shall we? Let's do some more of that. I am not one of those people who plans stuff. When it comes to these, I find it far more, now when I've done some classes on it, I have done specific kinds of prints. But for the most part, I find it much more creative to just play and get better. I get better results if I just play with it, you know? Play with the plate and the colors and just don't fret about it. I'm going to let this just kind of do whatever it does. Let it do what it does. And let's do some more of these. This one I'm just going to let it dry on the plate because there's so little paint there, so I'm just going to let it dry on the plate, not pull this one up. We'll pull this one. Ellie plans, but they do what they want to do. There you go. Cheryl likes doing the jelly prints. They're really fun to do. They really are. They really are fun to do. As long as you are not trying to make this material, meaning paint and these plates, do something that they don't want to do. Because if you try to force them to do things, they will get you. They will get you. Yeah, see, I look at these, I always look at these and think about cutting them up or folding them in half as pages in a journal. And I also have a 9x12 plate, which is big enough to go edge to edge on all the pages. And I don't mind the white border. Some people just really don't like the white edge around it. I don't mind it. You know, I have to be in the mindset that I really want to get acrylic paint all over my hand. Sometimes I'm just not there, you know. Sometimes I'm just not in that frame of mind. All right, let's see what these two do. This is yellow ochre, and this one is Naples yellow. Uh-oh, Tippy was a bad boy. Now the paint for this tube is a good consistency. Unlike my yellow, what is it, yellow green? The one that was so bad, that's one of my favorite colors ever. What is it? I threw them both away. This is one of my very favorite colors, brilliant yellow green. Yeah, got to get more of that. 2 tubes. One was almost empty. The other one was empty. And they were both dry as could be. I don't have any bubble wrap out. I might be able to see if Chance has some over there. He loves bubble wrap. So I give him bubble wrap. He loves those big air pockets, you know, those great big ones that they put in packing material, the great big air things. He loves those. Man, that is the mother lode. That is the mother lode of bubble wrap for him. He will pick those up like it's a mouse and carry it around with him, and then he pops them. Makes a good noise. Now, mind you, it's not that I don't have bubble wrap. I just don't have it over here. So we're going to use Chance's bubble wrap. Then I'll have to replace his bubble wrap. He loves popping bubble wrap. Because I won't be able to let him have this one now after it's been had paint on it. But he hasn't played with it for a while, so we don't care. He'll never know. Don't tell him. Do not tell him. Oh, Oreo is addicted to packing tape. Is that funny? And Mallory is tissue paper aficionado. Isn't that funny? Yeah, looks like hornet combs. Here, we'll take this one, which is the one we were rolling off, brayering off. Let's use this one. I like having the heavier plexiglass or Lexan as my thing underneath my plate, because it holds it and it doesn't move around on me. Plus, you know, I've got it, to be fair, I have it sitting on a Teflon sheet. It's going to move no matter what. That's pretty good looking. Yeah, that's pretty good looking. I like that. That is nice. All right, let's go for this one. I like how I got the stripes in it. Leftovers. The blessing of leftovers. That was leftovers from this one. It was leftover from that. So thank you, Chance, for donating your bubble wrap that you didn't know you did. You can get them from some of the stores. You can get them from occasionally. You can order directly from Jelly Arts, jellyarts.com, I think. You can get them from Joggles. You can get them from Gel Press. It just depends, you know. Some stores carry them. So if you just Google online, just Google Jelly Arts gel plate, or just Google jelly plates or gel plates, I'm sure you'll come up with all kinds of good places. Blue and gold or golden red. I see that. Well, let's do this one. This is yellow ochre. It's a nice color. And let's see. I have magenta. This is not what I think of as magenta. To me, this is red, but, you know. I'm not naming the colors, so there you go. Oh, you're welcome. Did Ellie have a suggestion for you? That's good. It's nice too when you don't blend the colors too much, although, you know, I just have this thing inside of me that wants to do that, that likes to blend the colors. I don't know. What is it? What is it? Why do I do that? I don't know. Oh, it's nice to play. You guys, it is so good to play with my stuff. So good to play with my stuff. Okay, let's do a little more bubble wrappage since Chance was so kind to give us some. He shared with us. So good when they share, isn't it? And this is a tool from Catalyst. This is a Catalyst tool, W-103. It's a soft tool, and I like it. Not soft as in the brand. It's soft as in the way it feels in your hand. And I really, really, really like that tool. See, I like the background layers, and so I can get into doing this, just doing background stuff. I can get into doing this for a long time and never feel like I need to do anything else. But I want to play with these. We called them whirligigs. I don't know what they are. They're seed pods of some kind. If my dad were still here, he would be horrified that I didn't call them by the correct name. Horrified. He went through all the Latin names, everything he would show us and point out to us. We'd get the Latin name and the common name. You know, and I just felt like, Dad, knock it off. That is just, I don't care. Who cares? Now it's like, man, I should have paid attention. I should have paid attention. Hey, Dorothy. The lawnmower man just sent me a message, and he's on his way to mow the grass. So you guys will get the pleasure of listening to the lawnmower. I'll show you that one in just a minute. But he hasn't been able to get here for over a week. Oops, I already... Duh, there's already paper on here, Barb. So, yeah, we're just going to have to put up with it, folks. So there's that one. It's got some possibilities. Hello, Alicia. Hey, Joycey. Joycey, I have an envelope ready to send to you the next time I get to go to the post office. You asked for scraps, so I put them in an envelope for you. Okay, let's go back to, okay, well, we're going to look at all these prints first. Hi, Chris. So we're just going to look at the prints. Let me just stack them all up, and then we'll look at them. I'll probably have to unstack them because I'm sure some of them are still tacky. One of the things that I like when people are jelly plate printing is I like it when they take the time to show you the prints. Not everybody does that. They just get in the mode, which I understand. They get in the mode of printing, and the next thing you know, they're just pulling the prints and setting them aside. So let's look at them. I'm working up a head of steam here. And then we'll play with those seed pod things. Okay, there's that one. I know, I just love to see them and, you know, take enough time that you can really get a look at kind of the detail. So there's that one. Here's this one. Same colors on the 8-inch plate. That's just a roll off. That was just from the brayer. But you see the round edges on there? That's because the brayer will pick up the paint that way. The brayer itself makes some beautiful prints. I love that. I absolutely love that. And this one. The ones that are always my favorites are the weird accidental things, you know. I love this one. And this is just a couple of, you know, layers of this and that. This was one of the first, this was when we had that gloppy paint that didn't, it didn't spread. So I had to use a scraper to spread the paint. This one I like because it has the pink stripes on it. They are cool backgrounds. And this is just copy paper, 20-pound copy paper. Nothing fancy. These could be reject prints, you know, things that didn't print right. It could be that. It could be scrapbook paper, it could be dictionary paper, it could be newspaper, you could be, you know, deli wrap. You can print on all kinds of things. I like that one a lot too, with the blue spots in it. And this one that has the lines in it. So they're fine as they are, but you know, we're not gonna leave them as they are. This one I'm gonna probably leave alone because I just like that one. Total fluke that I got that, but I really like that. That one I'm just gonna set aside so I'm not tempted to print on top of it, huh? Okay, so these are dry enough. I think we can go over the top of them. Sometimes they're not bone dry, and sometimes with prints, or with acrylic paint, I should say, if it's not dry enough, it will pull off your surface. So that's never good. That's never good. Okay, so let's play with these little gizmos and gadgets. And this is where I can start getting pretty picky about things, and I'm going to try really hard not to. So let's just go for it. Let's go for it. Whew, getting a little... never mind. Let's just go. Let's just do it. Okay, so some of this. This is Citron Green, Americana Americana, the craft paint line in Citron Green. And let's do some... I don't know. Let's do this, whatever color this is. Cad Yellow Medium. We'll do this. Because we can, right? Just because we can. It's probably, if I want a smooth application of paint, it would be better to put it over here, brayer it out, and transfer it. I should probably show you what I'm talking about. Instead of just trying to do this, you got to show. All right, let's just... So imagine, if you will, that I'm putting the paint, the thicker paint, over here on this plate. Okay, like that. And then taking the brayer and brayer it out so you get more of a smooth application on the brayer. and then putting that over here. Sometimes you can get a smoother layer if that's what you want to have. Let's put some of this too, because we can. So see, I'm going directly to the plate. Ugh, can't even talk. Directly to the plate, just because. One of the things that you just cannot stress out about in doing this stuff, the jelly plate stuff, you can't stress out about what it looks like. You just go for it and see what happens. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit, right, Laura? Right, Janet? Just go for it. I need 3 times the amount of room that I'm trying to work in here today. Okay, let's put these on here. I like that too, Joycey. All right, we're just going to put these on here. Bear in mind that this might work beautifully and it might be an epic fail. Oop, I just crunched that one. And I'm here to tell you that we just can't worry about whether it's successful or not. We just have to experiment and see what happens. Yeah, these are getting a little fragile. And I have a ceiling fan on, which isn't helping anything. This is deli paper. Now, because these are not flat, I'm going to work around all the little nooks and crannies and just kind of see if we can get some of the paint in between things pulled up. This may be very successful and it may be a complete crapshoot. Total fail. It's possible. Okay, now I'm going to pull these off. My ceiling fan is not helping me. All right, let's take one of these real quick and see if we can get anything to pull up on it. Because we just want to see if it's going to work. Or if I have to put paint over the top of it to get them to pull up. Which is possible. Because part of it was really getting dry. Oh, we have this one over here too. Well, that's all right. We're just going to pull this. We're just going to pull this off. Pull part of it anyway. Yeah, got a little bit of it here and there. I just wanted to see if I was going to get anything. Got little bits here and there. Not enough contrast to be able to see it, but that's all right. That is okay. Sometimes you just go for it, and it's all about playing with it. So I'm going back to the Citron Green, and this is a thinner bodied paint, the craft paint. So in theory it should pull up what's down there on the plate. It should get it to all stick together and pull it up. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, I'm going to let it sit there a minute on that plate. Let's just pull this on this deli wrap. I like playing with the deli wrap. One of the things I like about it is that you can see it through the deli paper. I just saw what Ellie wrote. Yeah, so it gave it some texture, but you know, not what I would call successful. So, although that will be nice for some other things. I'm just going to let it sit there out of the way and dry a little bit. I don't think any of this will come off. I think we've got everything that the plate's going to give up at the moment. Yeah, pretty much got everything it's going to cough up. All right, let's find one that we want to do. All right, let's use this background. Let's see if we can get a print. Oh, let's pull this off. Yeah, so that turned out pretty well. Sometimes if you work quickly enough, you can get these edges to pull up. There are two camps of people out there, the ones that clean their plate and the ones that don't. I clean the plate. That's just what I do. I like to start with a clean, pretty much a clean plate, so I use hand sanitizer. And I'll clean it with that. Oh, you are miserable. You miserable. Miserable paint. Somebody should use their stuff. Somebody should use their stuff. All right, are you the same color? I don't think so. This one is Emperor's Gold and Glorious Gold. Where's the Mariotier when you need her, huh? She's the gold queen. I should say queen of gold. All right, let's put these on here quickly. I think part of what I did before was I didn't work fast enough, so quit trying to be meticulous. Just put them on, Barb. Just put them on. Put them on. Okay. Okay, we're going to just take off some of the paint. We're not going to stress out about it. We're going to get what we get and not throw a fit. We're going to flip them off. See if we can get anything. It's not looking terribly promising, but if you really care about this, you need to use a pair of tweezers or something to pick off that kind of stuff instead of your hands, because your hands get into the paint and then the paint comes off on your hands, or you leave a mark on the plate, a mark that you didn't want to leave. Oh, let's pull this. Thing about having two plates working, you got to remember that you got two plates working. Mary's got poorly muscles. What happened? Dorothy cleans hers too. Is Mary working outside, or did she get a shot? Well, you can kind of see it a little bit in some places. You can see some of them. If I tip it, like you can see one up here and here. Mostly it's just giving me texture as opposed to, you know, a real rendition of the little whirligig things. But I like the, you know, when I look at it, it's like I like that gold and turquoise together. And this pink. And a little bit of red. Overall, that's a decent print. It's not what I envisioned, but still a good print. That's why you can't worry about the end result. A lot of garden work. Yeah, I like this side over here too. Mermaids and fish. Hi, Juanita. It does have kind of a fish look to it, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. Well, that one's not too bad. Well, that one might be a keeper. Might be a keeper. Okay, let's go back over this with let's try, what color have I got here? I got some burnt umber. I don't know if this is going to work, if this paint. Yeah, this is going to be super annoying, but we're going to, I don't like just using one color, so let's go with something else too, shall we? How about Dazzling Metallics Rich Espresso? Alright, so I'm just going to brayer on this palette over here, or on this jelly plate. Oh yeah, that's not going to work too well. Oh well, you know, you got to do it just to find out. My paints are not in good shape. Let's just say that. All right. For grins and giggles, let's just pull this as it is. I didn't even put that on there very well. Surprisingly. All right, let's take Let's take this. This is that deli paper. Let's take that. And we'll just pull it up. Because we can. The weirder the print, the more I like it. So even if it's not at all what I had in mind, usually those are my favorite ones, you know. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool one. You can't tell at all what I did, but yeah, it's good enough. Yeah, see these weird things like this, I just love these. These are wonderful. This kind of stuff like this is in this paper is so wonderful to make those little journal covers. I already put it away, but the journal cover like we did a couple weeks ago. I love having the deli papers with color on them, because you can just rip them up. They collage down beautifully. Yeah, this kind of stuff I love. I love things like this. Those two are really pretty. I could do something on top of those, but honestly, I just love them just like that. I love them just like that. Do you guys like them like that? Or am I the only one? Am I the onlyest one that likes stuff like that? Pretty. Okay, let's do this. Let's do it on here. And let's use this Rich Espresso. Because we can. What a mess. I'll tell you guys. It's a mess over here. It's a mess over here. The other thing that's challenging about doing this kind of stuff is talking and doing it. Can you tell? Because I just went totally silent. All right, let's put these back on here again. Let's see if we can get... I still would like to get them to do something. I'll tell you what, we won't put as many on. Maybe I should spread them out more. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to go for this one side. We'll do this side. All right, let's just see if we can get anything to come up. The ceiling fan's really fighting me here. And I'm probably going to stop here pretty quickly because I'm starting to get tired. So there was just messing around with that, pulling up the paint. Yeah, cool print. Cool print, but you know, you can't tell that very little can you tell that I've used those seed pod whirligig things. That's all right, you know, you got to try it. You got to try it. You don't know whether you're going to get anything if you don't try it. And these might be something I use for some other something. Or it's a distinct possibility they'll go straight in the trash. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of pull-up prints here. Cleanup prints. The lawnmower guy just sent me a text that he is getting ready to start, so the timing will be good. Okay, so let's just pull this one up with something. Maybe we'll just use gold. In honor of the Mariotier, who is not here at this moment. Bye, Dana. Hello, Ella. I'm going to use gold. Yeah, I think I'll use gold. Just, I got to find one that has enough paint in it to pull it up. Oh, I need some new paint. Yes, I do. About empty. All right, this ought to give us enough to get both of these. Hopefully, because it's nice if you can get a print to pull up most of the paint, and then you can finish cleaning it otherwise, you know, with the hand sanitizer and baby wipes and what have you. Alright, let's see if we can get these pulled up before they totally dry on me. My lawn guy's name is Mr. Wilson, and that's what he likes to be called. And every time he says his name, I think of Dennis the Menace. If any of you are old enough to have watched Dennis the Menace and Mr. Wilson, it's what I think of every time. All right, let's see if we get this to pull up. What do you think? Not the moose poop? Well, we like moose poop around here. In honor of Joycey. Joycey likes moose poop. Alright, so that pulled that up. So I really like that. I almost always like the ones at the end because they got enough stuff on the plate to, you know, really pull up. Yeah, this one's, well, it's pulling up quite a bit of it. That's good. Pulled up quite a bit of it. Yeah, I like this at the end, you know, when it's got all this stuff from the day, the printing session. Okay, let me put these plates off to the side, and then we'll look at them. Okay. You never can have too much room when you're jelly plate printing. I will tell you that. If you live in a small space and you are thinking about getting jelly plates, you need to get small jelly plates. Just saying. Small jelly plates are a good thing if you live in a small space, because no matter how much space you have, you need more when it comes to jelly plate printing. Okay, so what do we got here? I think this is all of them. Some of this is really wet. This is really wet, so it's going to be a while before that thing dries. Actually, I'm going to print that off and something else. You can wait for really thick paint to dry, or you can just print it off and smash it on another thing, and that helps to get rid of it. Okay, so we'll look at them. Let me zoom in if I can find my remote. I've got so much crap here. I hid my remote from myself. Okay, now you'll be able to see. Bye, Debbie. All right, so there's that one. So I'm just going to go through, and you can just, this was the last pull-up print that we did, cleaning all the stuff off the plate. Yeah, these are, I love them when they just have, you know, junk. And this was a pull-up, taking kind of whatever there was off the plate. The gold and the red are really nice. I will have to spread all these out for them to finish drying and curing, because if not, they're going to just all stick together and be useless. I like this one a lot. I guess I could get out of the picture so you could really see them. That way you can see them better. I like this one a lot too. Some of these, you know, they're just, every one I look at I think, oh yeah, I'm going to use this part of this and that part of that. Maybe we'll do something with these next week. I don't know. We could, we might. I love this area in here. This one could use a lot more stuff on top of it. I forgot about that one. I forgot about this one. See, that's what happens. They kind of get buried and then you forget what to do with them. This one's a nice one too. I like this section over here a lot. And I like this color combination. That turned out to be a nice color combination. And I like the pattern on this one. I like this kind of bubbly section. And then I have this one, which I set aside so I wouldn't print on top of it, because I like that just the way it is. Anyway, so we got some prints today. You know, so, the thing I started out with is not what we ended up with, not what I thought. It's not what I thought I was going to do or what I was going to get, but you know, hey, whatever. Hey, whatever, right? Anywho. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Robin. You know, it's just fun. That's all. It's just fun. All right. So that's going to be it for me today. The kitties are being quiet. I'm not going to get them out. They're fine. Everybody's fine. But I'm not going to get them out. When they're being quiet and they're not driving me crazy, I'm just going to leave them in there. So they're safely stowed back here. And I'm going to clean up a little bit, and then I'm going to go lay down and have a nap. Naps are good, you know. All right. Thank you so much for coming and joining me. VIP group, any of you that are here, VIP members, remember that your class is not this week, it's next week, May the 8th. Okay, not this week. And I will see you guys hopefully next week. And I don't know what we'll do. I have no idea. Usually I just Friday morning go, what am I going to do? Unlike in the past where I used to plot and plan and carry on. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Remember to get creative today. I'm Barb Owen, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody. You know, it's easy to get creative. You just got to do it. I have to tell myself that. See you guys later. Bye for now.